Hey everyone, Tristan back with another video, and sorry for this cap. I recently shaved my head during this COVID time. The place where I usually get a haircut is actually closed for another month, and I always wanted to see what I looked like with a shaved head, and never done that before, never had that kind of hair in my life, so I decided to go ahead and do it. This is what it looks like. I know it might be a little shock. It was certainly kind of a shock to me when I did it, but I actually don't regret it because I always wanted to see what I look like with a shaved head. So, and it doesn't look as bad as it could have. So anyway, that's a little background for you on my cap, why I'm wearing my cap. Personally, it's not my favorite look with the shaved head, so I am looking forward to having my hair grow back. And as it grows back in, I know how to use the clippers and do the sides and the back myself, and kind of do that part. So it'll be kind of longer on top and shorter on the sides and the back again. Probably in another month or two. But anyway, on to the topic of this video. I wanted to talk about headphone comfort, because I think a lot of the headphones that you see out there that are very highly rated, or the high-end headphones, are actually quite uncomfortable. And this is something that a lot of reviewers do not take into consideration. And I think they really should, because you're spending a lot of money, sometimes thousands of dollars, for instance, on a high-end headphone. You're going to want to listen to it a lot. You're going to want to listen to them more than like half an hour or an hour in one sitting. Sometimes you might want to listen to them for several hours. And if comfort is not there, that's really bad. You're not getting your money's worth. You're not going to be able to listen to them for long periods of time, and you won't be able to enjoy them as much, no matter how good they sound. So certainly sound quality is important, but comfort, I think, is equally as important. So I will call out some manufacturers that are bad with regards to comfort, and then I will call out some manufacturers that are really pretty good with regards to comfort. And also, let's talk about what is comfort exactly. What makes a headphone uncomfortable or comfortable? The first thing is weight. For me, any headphone that weighs over about 500 grams is simply too heavy. And there's a lot of headphones out there that weigh more than that. Odyssey, for instance, the high-end Odyssey LCD series are quite heavy. The new Head headphones, HEDD, are quite heavy. The Abyss headphones are quite heavy, the 1266, although maybe not as heavy as like the Odyssey LCD4. And there are others, like the Ross and Audio headphones are also heavy. The Final Audio, I believe, headphones are heavy. So there are a lot of headphone manufacturers out there that are making headphones that are really quite heavy. And what happens is that you just get fatigue wearing them. They just wear down on your head and your neck, and after a while you just feel the fatigue. It feels heavy on your neck, and your neck gets tired and stuff like that. And so really those headphones, in my experience, are only comfortable for about an hour or so, and then you just have to take them off and just take a break, and you just get fatigued. The other two factors in terms of comfort is the headband and with the ear pads as well. Generally, plusher ear pads tend to be more comfortable rather than real thin ones. The real thin ones don't have a lot of padding there, and sometimes your ears will get sore, and even sometimes the top of the driver will kind of press on your ears a little bit if the ear pads are too narrow. Hi-Fi Man makes ear pads that tend to be a little bit too narrow and not very plush, and sometimes on some of those headphones, I've even heard like the high-end Susvara headphones the ear pads are a little bit narrow, and your ear lobes or your ears can actually touch the driver a little bit, and that can lead to kind of hurting and fatigue and stuff after a while of listening. Also the headband is important too. If it's a really hard headband, or if it's not padded or doesn't have a strap or something like that, it can really hurt the top of your head for long periods of listening as well. Or if the headband clamps too hard on your head as well, that can lead to a lot of physical fatigue when listening to headphones as well. So these are all things that you really should take into consideration. Now, let's talk about some of the manufacturers that generally make the most comfortable headphones. Well, the first one, and probably one of the most comfortable headphones out there, is the AudioQuest headphones. Now, they're not really making the headphones anymore or producing them, but the AudioQuest Night Owl Carbons and the AudioQuest Nighthawk headphones are very comfortable. They're quite light. They have the self-adjusting strap, for the headband, and they're just very, very comfortable headphones in general. Another company that does pretty well is Sony. The Sony headphones generally are quite comfortable as well, and not real heavy, and also a good design. My Sony Z1R headphones have really nice plush ear pads that are very comfortable, and the headband is also quite comfortable and padded as well. And in general, Sony headphones are quite comfortable. Hi-Fi Man does a pretty good job because Hi-Fi Man planar dynamic headphones generally aren't very heavy. And they generally do have a pretty comfortable design when wearing them, and especially the ones where the ear cups or the ear pads are more of an oval shape, like the HE1000 series, the Susvara, the Aria. Those tend to be quite a bit more comfortable than the ones that are round. The ones that are round would be like the Sundara or the HE5, HE6. So those headphones tend to be pretty comfortable as well in general. Another company that makes quite comfortable headphones is Sennheiser. The Sennheiser series, both the HD800 and HD600 series of headphones and their other headphones generally do tend to be pretty comfortable. And again, in general terms, it's because they're not super heavy, but they're also designed quite well too for long periods of listening. There's also many other brands that generally make pretty comfortable headphones as well, but these are just some of the few top brands that generally make pretty comfortable headphones. And in some ways this is kind of unfortunate because a lot of the headphone makers have an overall general sound signature that I probably like, but unfortunately their headphones are just simply too heavy, and for me they're just not worth bothering with. So these are things to consider when taking a look at headphones, and also you have to kind of look beyond what a lot of the reviewers are saying. A lot of the headphone reviewers don't actually put in enough effort and time into evaluating the comfort of headphones, whereas they're just listening to the sound and maybe they're measuring them or something like that, and that's it. A lot of headphones are going to sound great for half an hour or an hour, but then after that you're going to be going, gosh, these are very uncomfortable and they're kind of fatiguing to me physically, both on my head and my ears and my neck and stuff like that. So that's really a consideration. Thanks for watching. If you have anything to add to this discussion, I'll see you in the comments, and see you in my next video. Give this a thumbs up if you thought it was cool, a thumbs down if you thought it sucked, and if you're not a subscriber now, would be a great time to hit the subscribe button and also hit that little bell so that you get a notification every time I post a new video, and then it's not missed in your list of all the other videos. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.